And we are live. There it is. What's going on, everybody? Welcome in to another installment of Tuesday Night's Main Event, where we hang out, talk, discuss the events from Tuesday Night's Main Event, but also just hang out and chill. Did I just call it Tuesday Night's Main Event? It's Tuesday Night's Cooldown. We're cooling down from Tuesday Night's Main Event. It's a cool down. It's a cool down. It's a walk off. I hope everybody's doing well. I'm glad you guys are all here hanging out with us. It should be a fun stream. If you did not already put together, I did not die from the cake stream. Okay. I had a lot of people that were very concerned about me dying from the cake stream. My hair is parting, so I have like a weird like part right in the middle. A lot of people were concerned that I died from the cake stream. I did not die from the cake stream. I'm fine. I'm living. I'm alive. I had a very sore tummy that evening. And then the next day I was fine. Maybe I did take another bite of the cake just to make sure I was done with it for good. And I was. But yeah, we're back to it now. We're living our best life. And I'm glad it was such a good time for everybody. It was nice to see a lot of people talking about it. A lot of really awesome comments after the fact. I appreciate that you guys came out and hung out as much as you did, supported the stream, watching it and sending super chats. And there was a lot of like super thanks after the stream and stuff like that. It means a lot to me. Obviously I did it for money too, but I don't know. It's fun trying something different like that. I've never done anything like that in my life. And you guys seem to have a really good time with it. And that means a lot to me. So, the biggest thing is that we all had fun doing it. So, before the chat starts disappearing on me, we're going to say hi to the very first person in chat, our boy Glenneth, with the salute. And then did somebody say cake? Well, Glenneth, you're the first in chat, so you know what you get.
Just let your soul glow. Just let it shine through. Just let your soul glow. Feeling oh so silky smooth. Just let it shine through. Just let your soul glow.
Thank you so much for being here, Glenneth. Second in chat, Dengar Renegade. Boy ate that cake. Boy ate that cake like he was afraid it was gonna get up and run from him. And when he went off camera, he tore the rest of that cake up. I did not actually. I put it off to the side, covered it, and then the next day I took a bite of it and was like, nope, fuck this. It was done. So shout out to Dengar Renegade. Good to see you in here, man. Z Highness says, welcome in. We have dog cakes. We don't have dog cakes. That's wild. Holy fuck says, finish Dark Descent, Mike. I know I'm working on it. I haven't really done a gaming stream in a while. That is something I am getting back to. It's been very busy and I haven't had time to really sit down and actually play a game. It would have been like a very brief, short stream. And I think you guys deserve more than that. I actually want to sit down when I have time and actually try to finish the fucking game. And I am going to bring back scare alerts for that and all that shit. Not because I'm trying to grift, but because I know you guys had a fun time with that. For people that didn't watch that stream, my Fright Mike streams, Resident Evil 3, Amnesia Dark Descent and stuff, we use like sound alerts that you guys can send in either through Streamlabs donations or regular super chats. And different levels get different sounds and stuff like that. So it was a fun time. Anyways, yeah, we'll be finishing Amnesia. That is my next game that I'm going to be playing. Like as a long form game, so I will get back to it. Holy fuck, I have not forgotten.
We would be honored.
Turd Ferguson, welcome in. Billy Gillum, thank you for the subscription. Appreciate you, man. Naruto the 7 says, hello, Epic Mike. I hope you and everyone in the chat is doing well and having a good week. Thank you, Naruto. I appreciate you. Turd Ferguson, 5th. How you doing, Turd? Good to see you, man. All right, Brimstone in chat. What's up, Brimstone? Tuesday Night Griftcast. Shake from Hunger Team said the cake had dog meat in it. No, it did not. It was just a regular fucking cake. Rabnat Scubbler says Mike is now part cake. I felt part cake for a little bit. Turd Ferguson says these thumbnails are fantastic. Pun most definitely intended. I didn't even notice the beer bottle at first. Yeah, it was a good thumbnail. I try to mock up a bunch of them and I go through my favorites and then I just pick out my favorite ones. So I have some that I've never posted. Vexfear said the cake fraud is alive. There's no fraud. It was a real cake. Rival Valkyrie says, hello, chat and Epic Mike. Hi, Rival Valkyrie. Rough Knight says, hey, chat, how's it going? Good to see you, bro. Good to see you, Rough Knight. Much love to you in your wonderful life. Good to see you guys. Gun Home Max says, let them eat cake. Let's not. I mean, you guys can eat cake, but I'm not going to eat cake. That's not a thing that's happening. Turd Ferguson says there was a point when I went to the cake stream and it was made members only, and I thought that's probably a smart decision. The next morning it was made public again. Respect. Yeah, I thought about doing that. I was like, I'm gonna make this members only. It's just a fun, unique stream and stuff. And then the more I thought about it, the more I was like, you know what? If anybody that wants to watch that, 1-800-DANKY, or anybody that isn't a member wants to like take clips from that stream or anything like that, and they might not have a membership, I don't want them to not have access to the stream to be able to do clips or whatever, if that is a thing that anybody gives a shit about doing. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna make it public and let it stay public and let people enjoy it for what it is. So yeah, it was like a brief moment where I was like, I think that might be fun for members to go back and rewatch. And I was like, you know what? I don't want to put a gate on other people being able to watch the stream and stuff. So I was like, nah, never mind. So I appreciate that. Tactical Dish Soap says eating the hell out of spaghetti. Spaghetti actually sounds really fucking good right now. Gay Carpenter says, hail chat. Bet Meek used up all the man wipes on his background set. Bet Meek used up all the man wipes on his background set? You mean my ass? It wasn't that bad. I mean, I shitted out a cake, but it wasn't that bad. Spirian says, what's up, Epic Mike and chat? How you doing, Spirian? Good to see you. Donna Hall says, hello, chat, mods, and Meek. Just stopping in to say hi, off to bed to catch up on much needed sleep. Donna, I appreciate you. Good to see you in chat. Thank you so much for stopping by. Good to see Gay Carpenter in chat. Rival Valkyrie. Severian says, hail, chat. What's going on, Severian? Jose Taco says, Meek. Hey, Jose, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Atomic Pager says, yo. Good to see all the names in here. The constants, the OGs, been here since the beginning. Yeah, I'll be listening to Meek as ASMR going to sleep. Have to get up at 4 a.m. Well, that's very kind of you. I'm glad that I can help put you to sleep. The horror host says, Beardo seemed to be in a bad mood today. He might have been a little bit. Maybe he's, maybe he's recovering from being sick or something. I know there's been bugs going around. Who knows? Yep, early shift working that wood. Hey, you got to work the wood when you can. I feel it. So all I need is the right zip to get my wrench. No. Just joined Criticalist official during Tuesday night's main event. One of my first acts was disliking one of your reviews. Which review did you dislike, Turd Ferguson? Yeah, Criticalist is great. I really like that site a lot. I really do. Sweet, just enough time for me to shower off this diarrhea, says a Polymonopoly. Wow. Well, I'm glad you're able to clean yourself up. Very glad to hear that you're able to clean up all your fucking diarrhea. That's good. Good to see you, Apollo Monopoly. In a Sea of Rabbits says, LOL. What's going on in a Sea of Rabbits? Diarotumongo. What the fuck are we saying, dude? Oh my god. The chat is just Diar Manalata Pripatamogu Goop Dupe. I don't know how to fucking say that. This is wild. Lost Brave Fan says, this is why the Meek police showed up and made me put in my wallet in a bag. The great grift Meek is back. That's crazy, dude. One of the greatest things coming out of these horrible fires out here is seeing so many people helping others in need. It's amazing to see. Yes, human beings, when we're faced with crisis and tragedy, are excellent at banding together to help other people. There's actually kind of a feel-good story. As TikTok gets shut down and we say goodbye to the app that's spying on everyone. There's a guy on TikTok. Let me see if I can find him. He's a landscaper, and what he does is let me see if I can find it. He's a landscaper, and he goes and does people's yards for free. Here it is right here. Okay. It's called SB Mowing. SB Mowing? Yes, SB Mowing. And so this guy goes on SB Mowing. He goes around and he does people's yards or abandoned houses' yards, and he does them for free. and he does them for free, and I think he gets paid basically in exposure. And one of the videos he most recently did was for an old woman. Let me see if I can find it here. I don't want to remember what her fucking name is. Hold on, let me look it up. Let me see where her name is. Okay, her name is Beth. So she's an old woman. And I'm gonna pull up the video here in a second, and I'm gonna show you guys. This is really fucking rad. So here, let me pull this up. This is SB Mowing. I'm not gonna watch the whole video. You guys can go check it out on his YouTube channel. But we're gonna skip ahead. So this is Beth. This is the old lady. He went to her house, and basically she hadn't been able to get a landscaper or anybody to answer her calls. That any affordable landscapers to show up at her house. You can see her yard was getting kind of crazy. The city, being the pieces of shit that they are, said if you don't do it, we're going to charge you like $400 to have somebody come out and mow your lawn for you. She goes, I don't have $400. So somebody got a hold of SB Mowing and talked to him to ask him to see if he could help this lady out. So he drove out, found her, and mowed her lawn. So this is what it started out like. You know, you can see it's a mess. And then by the end, let me see if I can find the ending of it. He cleaned her yard all up for her. He trimmed a bunch of trees and shit like that. These are some like before and after pictures of it. You know, you can see he did a lot of work to get her yard back to a helpful place. He does before and after photos on his videos. Go check him out. I think his videos are rad. But one of the big things about this, and one of the big highlights, was this older lady obviously has been struggling financially. It's hard to get around her house because she's an older lady. She can't get into her basement to get to her laundry. So she had a neighbor coming over every day to get to her laundry, all this stuff. So he started a GoFundMe for her to help her out. And within an hour of it being launched, they had over $160,000. They are now currently, the goal was 100K. Currently, right now, as it sits, this is after, I think this is after just a full day, like a full 24 hours. I'm going to show you guys this. This is really fucking rad. They are at, $783,000 for this woman. $783,000. 17,000 people showed up and showed out to help this beautiful lady out, Beth. And she's gonna get a ramp on her house, easier accessibility into her house. They're gonna fix a bunch of broken windows, roofing, a bunch of like house project that she's needed for a long time. They're installing a chair so she can get up and down her stairs and get to her laundry again for the, you know. And the other part is to help her out so that she doesn't get hit by a bunch of greedy fucking government stuff and all this other stuff. They put it in a trust for her so she can access the money and get help to make sure the money's going where it needs to and is getting into the right hands, and specifically her hands. So shout out to SB Mowing. Go sub to his channel just for that. And shout out to fucking Beth. I'm really happy for her. $783,000 to help her out. I fucking love that. It's so awesome. Like I said, when human beings get together, we can do some really amazing things. It's awesome to see her getting the help she needs. And I hope that she gets to live very, very fucking comfortably for the rest of her life. So that's fucking rad. All right. I know I'm behind on chat. I'm going to get caught up. I'm going to just say hi to a few people. I know normally I try to read every single chat. I'm not going to be able to read every single chat, but I'm going to say hi to everybody that I can, and then we're going to keep talking because I want to be able to hear you guys' thoughts on Beth and all of this stuff too, and read those things out loud. So a Weirdo Robot says, Mike, don't worry about having a small channel. I'll tell you what my wife always tells me. I prefer it small. That's fucking crazy. Bunky the Orange Gigantin says, heyo, what's going on there, Bunky? Little did we know the cake stream was just an AI video to make us think Mike was human, had the capacity to eat, and not the immortal grifting creature we all know he is. That's crazy. The music is nice. Thank you, Bunky. I appreciate that. What's up, Optimus Dan over on X? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Darthman says, hail chat and Mike. What's going on? Tactical Dish Soap says he just buried the cake in his backyard. Tom Patriot says, I'm multitasking watching Landman and Epic Mike. That sounds like a good time. Trump won again, our 54th or 45th and 47th president. says, what are those? Oh, little music notes. Yeah, you were enjoying the music. I'm glad. Cake stream 2? Never. It would cost like $5,000 to do another cake stream. Like it is astronomically higher now because of how bad that cake stream was. And even with that, I'm not guaranteeing any kind of cake stream again. That was rough. D-Night McLean says, "Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing? War Wizard for 2 or for 199. I'll say 199 instead of 2. Says, paying the admission fee, please release my family. I can't make any promises. But thank you for the 199. Because your family too, War Wizard? That's wild. Really Old Movie says, we really said let them eat cake. Yes, you guys fucking did. And you showed the hell out for that. Blue Shell, draw 4 for 20. Says, honestly, glad you're feeling well after the cake stream. Thank you, man. Yeah, I'm good. I really am. I'm good. There was no major complications or issues at all whatsoever. I might want to just call it a loss. War Wizard is a losing battle every time. Mike has sleeper agents take our families on a whim. He's a mastermind. You guys give me too much credit. Blue Shell says, yeah, I'm not going to give Jeremy money for Mike's health. That's wild. All right. Evan Martin says, what up, y'all? How you doing, Evan? Good to see you. Sissy84 says, hey, everyone. I hope you're having a great day. Hi, Sissy. Good to see you. Mike is literally going to kick the shit out of all the cake I have ever ate out of is literally gonna kick the shit and all the cake I've ever ate out of me. I'm not gonna do that, Dengar. I'm a nice person. This beat is fire. Thank you, Evan. I appreciate that, man. It's a good song. St. Adam says, Meek, what's going on? Welcome in. Sugarfoot Vendetta, Meek bangs second cake back. That's not a thing that's happening. That's wild. Mark Andre Roy says, I'm here to say Cyclops. The single testicled superhero Cyclops. You didn't finish the cake. You have to finish the cake. I can't fucking finish that cake. Hi, Emily Kruger. Good to see you. Keenan says, oh yeah, time to cool down and chill with the chat. Hey, maybe Crystal will show up. You never know. Mike will only do spinach eating streams from now on. That's probably true. Do you have to replace your toilet after the cake stream? It was not that bad, no. I shitted, but it wasn't like, oh my God. It was more just like, all right, I got to shit now. Zach Trout said the sugars did not get you. No, it did not. Nope. Meek, when was the last time you checked your blood sugar? I don't ever fucking check my blood sugar. I don't have any blood sugar issues. I don't have diabetes. Contrary to popular opinion, not all fat people have diabetes. I have managed to avoid having diabetes. I don't actually have any trouble with blood sugar, really. Hertzona says, gotta have cake. Mountain Mutt says, the Meek shall inherit the earth and the cake. That's true. Jay Pimber says, what's up, everybody? What's going on, Jay Pimber? Zencat says, ciao. Meek in chat. What's going on, Zencat? Good to see you. I laughed so much during that stream. I'm glad. Is this AI Mike Meeknet? No, this is not AI. What's up, Astral Chain? Now to the 7 says, I don't think no one is ever going to forget that night. That's fair. JB Spooky Review says, don't sell your health, man. It was just one stream. You guys got it was just in the context of one stream. If I was doing this consistently, or if I was doing mukbangs, I understand the concern, but I'm not doing that again. Max K says, Mike, what's going on, Max K? Good to see you, man. Twinkles and Chinchilla stumbles in the chat. Well, hi, Twinkles. Good to see you. Charles Devane, that's what I was looking for you. I knew you were going to be there. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Charles Devane. Hail Meek. Oh, yeah. The cream of the crop of Tuesday night cooldown. Oh, yeah. Jeremy is a homosexual man. And Beardo is a retard. So point and laugh at him. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Charles Devane. I'm baked and the Meek stream goes well with the chill vibes. Well, thank you. The North Star says Mike's stream next stream will be a Jerry Curl stream. That's crazy. Meek icing is yucky. The icing was too much. I like a little bit of icing, not that much icing. So Rose says, hi, Mike. Great Tuesday night's main event tonight. Yeah, it was a good stream. Pie stream tonight? No, never. Sorry, I didn't know if my comment came through, but Epic Mike, have you watched One Piece live action show? Because Gary, Mahler, and Drinker all really enjoyed the series and are waiting for season 2. I did watch it, and I liked it. I don't know if it motivated me to watch all of One Piece. My son's been watching through One Piece. It's a lot. I've watched some episodes with him, and some of them are just really fucking long. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to get into this show or not. I appreciate it for what it is. I'm just probably going to stick with the live action for now. So, Gold Nugget says, Jay, have you heard of new Yakuza game? No, sometime after. Later, same question. Yeah, looking forward to it. I didn't catch that, actually. That's really fucking funny. Sorry I forgot commas. You're all good. Meek is not a fraud because of his pigmentation. That's true. When's Tuesday night's maiden event? I am not maidenless, so I don't know, actually. That's a good question. What's up, Dingus? How you doing, buddy? Mike, watch the movie Lords of Chaos. Okay, I'll have to check that out. Cake animation from Danky would be legendary. Danky, can you make me a cake animation? No, wait a minute. No, don't do that. Because last time I asked Danky to make something, he made me a superhero, and he made my nipple sticking out of my shirt. But all it cost me was an inward pass, which, granted, is a pretty big trade, but still, it was worth it. What's up, Jadine? How you doing? I'm not racist. I play Black Panther in Marvel Rivals, says Deflect 15. The perfect answer. It's the perfect deflection, yeah. Garfield's Bizarre Adventure says 1 million afros for Epic Mike. Well, thank you. I hope you make 1 million afros. Mike's a real one, not human, but a real one. That's pretty fucking good, actually. One shit cake, please. No, I'm not giving you that. Mike is detoxed from that devil cake. I am detoxed. Gay Carpenter for 5 says, how about we wire Meek up for the horror stream? Every time he screams, he gets zapped, low volt style. I might be able to figure that out, but I'm not going to do that. Jadine for 10 says, love you, Mike. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you. I always love seeing you over on Geeks and Gamers Tabletop. So, yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Tom Cooper says, Mike is the man with the plan. Thank you. That's very, very kind of you. Donna Hall says, I lied. I haven't left yet. Have to be up at 4:30 a.m. Well, I appreciate you sticking around for a little bit. Did someone reset Beardo's banana and corn? Maybe he was missing out. Maybe he's low on bananas. That could be what it is. Wolf Mob waving. Hi, Wolf Mob. Welcome in. Random Acts of Animation says, howdy, y'all. Hey, Random Acts. How you doing? The horror host for 10 says, fun fact, the phrase, let them eat cake is attributed to Marie Antoinette, although she most likely didn't say it. That's fair. It's more of a theme of her and her life than it actually is what she said. Yeah, that was pretty wild though. Jake Stanley Blue Blaze says, if I go on Criticalist, it's just going to be a drunk review that barely makes sense. That's okay. It's good. There are drunk reviews over on there. You can even just fucking rank the movie and not say anything. You just go like, you're like fucking chilling and you're like, fucking, I just watched fucking Sonic in the theaters, and you go boop, and you can give it like a 4 out of 100, like on the little scale thing. You'd be like, fucking shit, and then give it a random rating, post a review like that. You don't even have to say anything. So, Jake, I welcome you to be on Criticalist. Clean the dyer off your hole, Jordan Peterson. Yeah, wash your ass. If you don't wash your ass, you bloody might as well just give up on life. What are you doing? Naruto the 7 said, I'm glad you're feeling better. Epic Mike after the cake stream, you're one of my favorite YouTubers, alongside Drinker, Mauler, Metal, and Gary. That's very kind. I very much appreciate that. That is high standing. Those are big names to be compared to, and I very much appreciate that. Justin Martin just gifted a channel membership. Thank you, Justin. I appreciate you. The horror host for another 10 says the cake actually refers to the leftover crumbs from baking bread and was seen as dismissive as France was in the middle of a famine. Thanks again for remembering on Saturday, Mike. Hey, I got you, horror host. Yeah, man, I had been saving those messages and I did not want to delete them so I could make sure to drop that on a root eye. And it was like the perfect moment because I knew he wouldn't know what I was doing right away. And as soon as he figured it out, he was like, oh my God. I fucking loved it. It was great, man. You're welcome to always send me sausage facts to throw out a root eye. Donna Hall just got a gifted membership. Thank you so much again, Justin Martins. I appreciate you, bro. I agree with too many of the reviews to dislike, so I dislike Thanksgiving. That title alone deserves at least 60%. That's fair, Turd Ferguson. I respect it. Are you a fan of the Donkey Kong Country games? They're challenging but great. A bunch of the OSTs are timeless. Yes, I really do like Donkey Kong Country games. Yeah, and the music is great. There was actually I watched a video one time on how they made the music for the Super Nintendo version and like how they were really pushing the boundaries of the technology back then, and it was fucking rad. So Jake Stanley gifted a membership as well to Lean Back, Have a Snack, Take a Nap. Thank you, Jake Stanley, for the gifty. Means a lot. Gemestos Plethon says, how you doing, Mike? I'm doing good. Thank you. I'm doing very good. Just G says, epically fornicate with the like button. Epically fornicate with the like button. Just smash that bitch. Just smash. You know, if you're an anime fan, pull out All Might and Detroit smash that fucking like button Detroit smash. Loves Brace fan says SB mowing is awesome. Yeah, he's really cool. Videos. Al Bladez is also another channel that does those for free. That's really cool. Yeah, I mean, just the act of mowing somebody's lawn is a huge fucking deal. It can help a lot of people, you know? But I love that, you know, when these people go above and beyond that even. So it's fucking rad. Random Acts of Animation says, I'm about to delete my TikTok. Yay, you're free, man. Hurt says she's not an old woman. She's just a 30-year-old blonde. That's wild, dude. Jadine says, Epic Michael forever. Thank you. 400. That's insane. Mike found some old woman to trick a guy to mow his lawn for. Diabolical. That's not what happened. Nick, that's wild, Twinkles. Nick Napoli says, should have hired Jay, Lawnmower Simulator expert, kiss my grass. He just like runs into the side of the house. He's like, oh man. That's great. Yeah, man, that's really exciting. I love that. So Hogo says, I do not recommend Landman. Really? See, I heard a lot of people like it. So you're one of the first people I've heard not like it. Hogo, why don't you like Landman? Please tell me why you don't recommend it. So that makes me feel warm and fuzzy. Yeah, that's really rad. $700,000 for that lady is wonderful. So GoFundMe takes so much money for the fee though. Do they really? What do they take percentage wise? It probably is something really stupidly huge. I wonder if there's a way to work around that. She can get a new house for that. Yeah, I mean, that would be even better if she got to move somewhere where she didn't even have to worry about the house anymore. I doubt that's what's going to happen, but it would be cool if that did happen, you know, or she has the flexibility to say, you know what, I could sell this house and move somewhere more comfortable, more accessible. Who knows? You could, you know, I don't know. Either way, but that's really cool. Can we get a GoFundMe for Mike's toilet after that cake? I mean, I won't turn down funds for a new toilet. That kid Eli 44 actual capitalism, absolutely love to see it. Yeah, Richie, thank you for the subscription. Moral of the story, Mike's investing in old ladies now. That's not what I'm saying. This makes me believe that people are inherently good. Human beings are, it's interesting because like from a religious standpoint, the Bible talks about that good and evil are written on the hearts of men. And I do believe that human beings are naturally born selfish. That, you know, but part of that is survival. You have to be selfish to survive. You have to think about yourself and what you need and meeting your needs, you know, but then, you know, there's like the nature versus nurture. I do believe that human beings naturally have a bent to help each other and band together to see more than just ourselves survive. We know that it's not good for us to be alone in the world or on our own. So I do believe that human beings do have a natural bent towards positivity, but it's like a tipping point, you know? If we were just naturally always good, we wouldn't be in need of a savior, but that there is a desire for good in us. I absolutely do believe that. Rabnet said subscribed. There you go. Gives me hope that Beardo will also get the help he needs someday. Well, let's not get that high in there. Jadine says, yeah, fuck the government. Absolutely. Mike, who's worse, the cake stream or Dugan's Hole? Dugan's Hole is far worse. I'd eat 1,000,000 cakes to, you know, before I went back to Dugan's Hole. Yep, 100%. I fucking hate Dugan's Hole. That place was the worst. Max K for 5 says, I've changed my mind. Keep the kids. I'll have more. You know what? I'm just going to go out and have more kids instead. That's better. So I need some chicken grease in my soul. What do you mean?
Chicken grease.
I don't know what you mean. Hot dog eating stream. Guys, you guys are killing me with these food streams, bro. It would take a lot. So building ramps for the elderly is a simple yet very helpful thing to do that people can volunteer to do. That's awesome. Yeah, absolutely. Tactical adoption. The guy helping that lady out, he reminds me of the people in my religion who are always trying to help anyone out, even people outside my religion. We're taught treat others the way you want to be treated. Absolutely. Naruto, are you purposely being vague about your religion? Because it sounds like that. Barry Jones, Meek versus Food Geoduck challenge stream. Not that. Nope. I would not eat a Geoduck. I would immediately fucking puke. Just touching one of those things would make me immediately fucking throw up. Like, yeah. That's like $1 million. For $1 million, I would eat a Geoduck. Or try, because I would not succeed. Akina says Krista. Krista shows up. I'm eating my foot. All right. Well, she might show up. Does Zuck qualify for the cookout? What do you think, chat? No, fuck Zuck. He ain't coming to no fucking cookout. He's a fucking robot. After watching the cake stream, my girlfriend Gabby wanted cake so bad. Well, you got to get her some cake. Vex fears now that he's on a diet, only veggies for eating challenges, 3 cans of beans up next. That's wild. Diabetes type 7. I don't have diabetes, Liberty Prime. I promise. Sir Spawnimus says, hail chat and Epic Meek, safe from eating fires. Hopefully the winds don't knock the power back out or restart the fires around me. Prayers and blessings to all. Hey, prayers for your continued safety. I'm glad the power is back on. And I hope the winds die down. Praying for your safety. And I know Chad is with me. Chad, if you put prayer hands in the chat for our boy Sir Spawnimus, hoping you're safe. Jimmy Collins says pre-diabetes is not diabetes. I'm not pre-diabetic either. Sugar is what can give you diabetes. It's not as much about your weight as it is about your diet. That's fair, but I don't eat a lot of sugar in general. Mike just jinxed himself for full-blown AIDS in a few months. That's wild. Shake from the Hunger Games says, hello, can anyone hear me? I don't know how I tapped into this stream, but Mike is keeping me and others in his basement, and he's working us to death baking cakes. Please send help. Nobody can hear you. Mo Zamboni, what's going on? It says, it's Mo. You're singing Telegram. I am your singing Telegram. It's pretty fucking funny. What's up, Mo? How you doing, buddy? Speaking of that, yeah, over on the Monday Hangover, over on Drunk 3PO stream, yeah, we reviewed Clue. We talked about it as a panel. It was fucking rad. This next stream, we're going to be talking about The Great Outdoors with John Candy and Dan Aykroyd. I have never seen that movie. I've heard of it, but I've never watched it, so I'm going to check it out. Probably this weekend. Should be a good time, so. All it takes is one stream, just saying. Shake from Hunger Team for 10. I'll give you a different fart this time. Says, hello, can anyone hear me? I don't know how I tapped into this stream, but Mike's keeping me and others in his basement, and he's working us to death, baking cakes. Please send help.
He's dead, Jim.
I don't know what you're talking about. Your thoughts and prayers go out to you. Well, thank you. I think you could Beardo a run with your voices, Mike. What does that mean? Beardo a run with my voices? Mike, what's your most anticipated game of 2025? I'm actually going to talk about that in a little bit. Are the thoughts and prayers going to get me out of this basement? No. That's fucking crazy, bro. Ding is for 5, because we need Epic Verse clips. That Prince Charming foot fetish take was wild. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. No, we were talking to the Epic Verse about princes, and yeah, we talked about the fact that Prince Charming in Cinderella was fucking wilding out because he could have just like remembered Cinderella's face, but instead of doing that, he just went on like a full thing where he's like, you know what? I don't remember who this chick was. I wasn't talking to her, but her shoes were see-through, and she left one of these bitches' ear. I want every woman that is eligible in the kingdom to show me her feet. And he said, if your foot fits in the slipper, I'll marry you. That could have been anybody. It could have just happened. There was 2 people with dainty feet in that whole kingdom. It didn't matter. If your foot fit in that fucking slipper, he was marrying your ass. And that was it. Yeah. There was no way that guy was not fulfilling a full-on fetish for himself, knowing that at the end, he'd find the best feet in the land and marry her. That's fucking crazy, dude. Mo Joe's in the Yakuza game, and that's awesome. That's really cool. I've not played any Yakuza games yet, but I will one day. So, prayers for you guys. Say hi to Ben and Shapiro from chat. He's in a different place now. Took me 3 months to catch up when I finally started One Piece. That's a long fucking time, dude. Trump won against Trump won again, our 45th and 47th president. It says, honestly, One Piece is extremely overrated. I've heard some people say that. I've also heard some people say they love it and it's their favorite anime. So I don't know. Mike doesn't have diabetes. He has stepped on a BTs, according to, or courtesy of Amber Turd's dog. That's fucking wild. I'm not racist. I watched Ryan Kindle. Oh, wait. Rita the Cripple says, I just got here. What I miss and how much is my late fee, Mike? $0. There's no late fee. It's crazy. Epic Mike, when is Epic Verse going to release their movies? Hopefully this year sometime. We're working diligently on them, but it's a lot of work. I'm actually going to talk a little bit about that probably later in this stream. We're at 38 minutes. Yeah, we're catching up. DJ Nutsack says Griffcast. Best thing about Mike is hatred of the Fed. Yeah, fuck the Fed, man. Tommy Doyle says, sup, Grifter. How you doing, Tommy? Horror says it was more like rumors that started among the peasantry who hated Marie Antoinette since she was Austrian and a Habsburg. That's fair. You can even be the first to review certain movies on Critical List. That's true. I only have 20 reviews on Critical List right now. I have a very large list of movies that I do want to review, and I just got to sit down and actually do it all. So, Aaron Wolf says, let your grift glow. I'm trying. Do you think there's any way out? Any way out? We can work together. There's no way out. I'm sorry. Why wipe your ass? You're just gonna... Fuck. Gay Carpenter says, why wipe your ass? You're just gonna shit again. Fuck, dude. That's killing me. God damn it, dude. That's so fucking funny. Oh my god, dude. That's the most wild shit ever, dude. Oh fuck, I'm dying. Meek only has sickle cell. I don't have sickle cell. I actually have, what is it called? Hold on. I actually do know what I have. I do have a weird genetic disorder, but I don't remember what it's called. Let's see if I can find it. I got it in my notes here somewhere. So many fucking notes here that I don't remember what they mean or what they're supposed to be. Bunch of movie ideas here. Yes, I'm looking through here to tell you what my fucking genetic disorder is. G6PD anemia. I have G6PD anemia, which might be sickle cell anemia. I don't know. Let me look this up. Glucose 6-phosphate dehydrogenase anemia is a genetic disorder that causes red blood cells to quickly break down too quickly. It's also known as favism. Yeah. Triggers are fava beans. I don't eat fava beans. Infections like hepatitis A and B, typhoid fever, and pneumonia. I've never had any of those. Certain drugs like some antibiotics and medications used to treat malaria. I've never done that. Oh, aspirin and ibuprofen. Oh, shit. I didn't know that. Legumes, soybeans, peanuts, peas, and foods with artificial dyes. Smoking and drinking too much alcohol. I don't do any of those. Emotional stress and strenuous exercise. Both of those are... I've definitely had a lot of emotional stress, but interesting. Most people with G6PD deficiency have a normal life if they avoid triggers. Interesting. Yeah, I didn't even know that. What is favism? I'm learning a lot about myself right now. We're on a discovery journey. It's the most common enzyme deficiency in the world. What do I have to do to stop it? Most people covered in a few days without treatment, avoiding triggers. Interesting. Well, I just learned something new about myself. There you go. And you guys learned something new about me. Dr. Spachimin, thank you for the follow. Donna Hall for just gifted a membership.
That's a huge bitch.
Wrong one. There we go. Gift him one of Z Highness. Thank you so much. All right, I gotta catch up. I'm like 3 streams behind on Crimson Throne because of work. You gotta catch up, man. Thank you for the gifty. I paid it forward with one. That's so kind, Donna. Thank you. Hogo, G&G must play Marvel Rivals. Get it done, Mike. I'm gonna work on it because I gotta play Marvel Rivals as well. Reset the Cripple, member for 7 months. Look at that. Says the messages, I have to sit all the time, even in the shower, but even I wash my posterior. That's fair. I'm not gonna like now because my hero is dog shit. Oh, don't be like that, Frank. You're out of sync? Am I really out of sync? Somebody clip that sausage comment. Oh no. Why are you out of sync video wise? I don't know. Now I'm trying to catch up and people are telling me I'm out of sync. Sad now. Mike didn't hear my cries for mercy. I did hear them. I ignored it. Standing up, sit down, same time, eating beans, cutting farts at the same time. Damn, that's crazy. Why am I out of sync? That's weird. I'm not dropping frames. I don't know. I'm just fucking talking still. Bunky says, I have to sleep. Good night. Hey, thank you. Bunky, I appreciate you being here, man. Humans are not inherently good. Look at the east side of the world. Humans are not inherently good. Only those in civilized countries that use Bibles more standard have decent people sometimes. That's true. That is actually true. I do feel that. It does depend on where you live at. Sissy said, really teasing tonight. I don't know what you mean.
Chicken grits.
The Gay Carpenter for 5 says, don't believe in sugar drunk, Meek. You were talking about toilets eating poo. That's true. I was fucking wilding out. That's true a little bit. I was wilding out a little bit. All right. I'm almost caught up on chat here. When the Food Network is pronounced gooey duck. Yeah, oh, that's right. Yeah, that sounds awful. Turducken eating stream win? I could eat a turducken because that's all meat. Do you know that chickens only exist because they do? I did know that. 48-hour fasting stream when? I'm not sure. Not allowed on holy ground. I'd burst into flames. I doubt that. I could help you out with that, Frank. I got your back. What's up, Craig in the morning? Kamikaze. Good to see you guys. There's no into the depths of depravity the exploiters are capable of, but I have been equally surprised at the depth of love and compassion I've seen from people who cooperate. That's true. That's a good point. Great Outdoors is a good family movie. The Great Outdoors was good. Bruce Willis is a ghost the whole time. Well, thanks for ruining it for me, I guess. Epic Mike, I'm very religious. I grew up religiously and was taught my whole life to be respectful, kind, loving, humble, helpful to anyone, and that same attitude all the people in my religion have. That's awesome, Naruto. I love that. Hogo says it's not bad, but there's no real story in it. Just decent characters living their life, and hey, some like that. I don't. I kind of felt like Paramount went to Taylor Sheridan and said, hey, we need something new now with Yellowstone ending. Here's money in the cast. Write it in a month. Billy Bob Thornton is great in it, though. Interesting. Okay. So it's like, yeah, like a slice of life thing or whatever, where you're like, oh, there's not really like a major plot. It's just a thing happening. Interesting. So when he finds a glass slipper and asks to see women's feet, it's fine. But when I do it, it's weird. Shake my head. That's crazy. Tarantino origin story. That's good. The original Grimm's Fairy Tale, Cinderella, the stepsisters hack bits of their feet to fit into the glass slipper. I did know about that. Yeah. They cut their feet down and try to fit into it. Yeah. It's gross, bro. Prince Charming's an allegory for Dan Vass. That's fair. Kika says, Meek. Look, I told you, Keenan. She was going to probably show up at some point, and fucking orangutan went to bed, so he's not going to be able to eat his foot. Equiverse tier list destroy childhoods like a Gatling gun. That's true. That we do that. So where did Ben get moved to? Ben's just been really busy recently. So Denaximus for 20.
That's a huge bitch.
So you're interested in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. What did you think of the first game, by the way? I usually ask these since this sphere usually focuses so much on negative DEI games. Just want people to find good stuff to play. So I'm still playing through the first Kingdom Come Deliverance. I really like it. The one small thing, and I talked about this on stream, is I would love for there to be a mod that adds some kind of magic to it. I know that that's not the kind of game that it is. I just fucking love high fantasy, and I love the focus on medieval combat and all of. I really enjoyed that aspect of it, and I just think it would be really cool to just have like a mod or some shit that would add some kind of magical aspect to it or something. I just think it would be like a more grounded, gritty version of like Skyrim or something, and I don't know why, but that kind of thing fucking like excites me. But that's like a small thing. The game itself, as I've been playing it, I really enjoy it. I've had a really good time with it, and I want to play a lot more of it. It's one of those ones I just haven't had time to sit down and really take a bite out of. But I really do like Kingdom Come, and I'm very excited for Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I think it's one of those games that we need more of. I think that we need more games that are unique and kind of trying something different, and trying to appeal to gamers and show them a different type of game style and a different thing to focus on other than like first person shooters or whatever. It's like we just need a lot more diversity or whatever. We need a lot more different types of games, and unfortunately most genres of games have run into an issue where the quality has just significantly dropped. So it's exciting when a game like this that's kind of unique and a little niche comes out of the woodwork and people really enjoy it and it gets popular and it does well enough to get a sequel. So yeah, I'm very excited for that. So Maximus, we talk about games here all the time. I play a lot of games. I play a lot of different types of games. Anytime you want to pop in a chat and talk about games that you like and stuff, you are always welcome to come in here and talk about it. So, hi, Keenan is freaking out that Chris is here. Mike is the Grift Pope. I don't want the Pope title. Last guy that had that Pope title did not do well. I'm raring for a binge of 60s Italian spy movies and plan to review all of them. That's fucking rad, Turd Ferguson. And then you should get on Criticalist and review all of those movies. I think Mike actually have been locked in a dungeon. Yes, that's true. Gay Carpenter says I won. I broke him. Yeah. Getting tired. I thought you said you can review. I'm getting tired. I thought you said you can review Habsburgs for a second. When did I say that? What? I'm very confused. Mike has fat cell, gayism, melanin. It's called negritis. That's fucking wild. The weird genetic order, light-skinned. It's called being black. Chicken grease in your soul. That's fucking wild, dude. How do you get a bunch pregnant? You fucker. See this joke somewhere? That's wild. It's being fat, mulatto, fatism. Mike is like a G6. Favism because you're fav. Fatism is what Beardo has. Favism beans. Favism is a little website icon. God damn it, dude. BRH Pose, POS. Mike, can you please help Beardo learn how to pronounce orangutan? There's only so much I can do. Orangutan. It's not pronounced orangutan. Rough Knight says number one symptom is pale skin. Ripa is making fun of a medical condition. It's true. He's coming after me. He's attacking me because I'm disabled. Beardo likes pooping because of the anal friction, dude. That's so fucking wild, dude. Holy shit. Pooping because of the friction is wild. Dr. Spachimin says, glad you're going to make it, right? Crazy Lando says, Meek is discovering his true self. It's true. To do favism treatment, eat copious amounts of cake. No. No fava beans and a nice Chianti from Meek. Meekable grifter. Yeah. No, none of that. Yeah. Ate his liver with a nice, with some fava beans and a nice Chianti. Mike is out of sync. Refresh the stream. Oh, geez. Now you're in sync, but muted. And then he seems fine now. I'm not muted. Harbinger for 20.
That's a huge bitch.
Oh, hi, Mike. When are you returning to Chinatown, or have you kicked the Sleeping Dogs for good? Tuesday night's main event was a blast. I am going back to Sleeping Dogs at some point, too. The goal is Amnesia, then probably Sleeping Dogs. I'm definitely not giving up on that. In fact, just to get the stream demonetized right fucking now. Wait, where did I put it? There we go.
So fly day, Chinatown.
Yep, so that'll get copyright claimed immediately. So that's cool. What's the point in wiping? The toast's gonna get hungry again. That's fucking crazy, dude. Oh my god. Epic Mike's Secret Bakery. That's fucking crazy, dude. What are we doing? Oh my god. We've been working overtime, boss. Please keep your word and let our family see sunshine again. I'll open the window for a couple of minutes. It's not big enough for anybody to squeeze out of, but they'll get a little sunlight. All right, I got you, Epic Mike's Secret Bakery. Favorite Lego game? I've been replaying Lego Batman recently. Lego Batman 2 is my favorite, I think. Although I really enjoyed, there was the Marvel Lego game. And I really enjoyed that one too, because you got to like fly around to the different areas and different places and you have to make your own like superhero. I know you could do that in Lego Batman as well, but Lego Batman 2 is probably my favorite. Yeah, I really like those games though. They're fun. Brown's Chicken or Popeyes? Probably Popeyes because I'm more used to it. Superhero autofill is frustratingly stupid. The super chat autofill is frustratingly stupid. That sounds bad. You could definitely see that mass adoption of atheism in the West has caused a significant increase in degeneracy. It's clear and obvious over the past 10 years. That is very true. The combat is ass in Kingdom Come Deliverance 1, but I love the game over 200 hours. Yeah, it's like, I don't know. I have a good time with it. Liberty Prime says, did you see the Dawnwalker trailer, Mike, from the devs of The Witcher 3? I have not. And actually, I have it up. Once I catch up on chat here, we're going to watch it. Busy has been as busy interviewing virtual sisters. That's wild, dude. But Kingdom Come isn't even fantasy. I know, but I like high fantasy, and I want high fantasy, and I want Kingdom Come Deliverance to have high fantasy aspects in it. Oh, God. Meektron's here. Secret Bakery, get back to work. Sorry, creator. I don't know how they got out of the basement. Won't happen again. Thank you so much. Beampad, have a good night, man. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much for hanging out, man. Criticalist is fun. Yeah, it is. Zero Gun Rivale says, there are plenty of indies out there that explore every kind of genre. I play a ton of different indies. There's no end to what they explore. Well, always welcome to take indie title suggestions. So, rest in peace, the meme Pope title, right? Meektron needs a wrench right now. I got to get on that. I know. Sometimes I do feel out of place in the chat on Geeks and Gamers because of my religion. Some people do the exact opposite of what I was taught, but I still try to make peace with everyone. That's always a good attitude. We're never going after each other here. We're always hanging out. Ripple going after Meek. It's a goddamn conspiracy. It's true. Richard Dower says you survived. I did. I thought that frosting was the end of you. Nope, it wouldn't kill me that quickly. Mike, play I Want to Be Ninja. All right, yeah, since I already got the stream demonetized, I'll play it.
I want to be ninja. I want to be ninja. I want to chop, 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 chow down. Take chow down to Chinatown. I want to be ninja.
So fucking crazy, dude. All right. Listen, we're going to talk about this now. I'm caught up on chat. Let's go. DC Lego Supervillains. You could make your own character. Oh, gotcha. And then get bent like Fender on Infinity Crisis series. Not seen part 3 on Max. I hate this timeline. I don't know what that means, probably. I'm sorry. Reese the Cripple said, by the way, Meek, I caught that Tech 9 Chris Kaliko reference you made in Tuesday night's main event. Underrated reference. I don't even remember if I don't remember what I fucking said. Dude, I'm kind of a fucking idiot. I'm sorry, Reese. You already know this. I don't even remember when I said that. I don't even remember when I made that reference, so I'm very sorry. Poe Baby for 10. Hold on, let me find my fart sound. It says Shiba dog shouting good luck in a megaphone. There we go. I love it so much, and it's even better with the video. That's true. I did get claimed. I'm gonna get claimed even just for using that sound. YouTube is fucked. All right. I want to watch this trailer for Blood of Dawnwalker real quick because I have not watched it. I purposely waited to watch this until I was on stream with you guys. So we're going to check this out. All right. The Blood of Dawnwalker trailer made by the same guys that made The Witcher 3. Wait a minute. Frank the Tank just gifted 5 gifted memberships. Shout out Frank. Oh my gosh, dude. Frank, half the time I don't know if you like me or you hate me. I never know, but I appreciate you when you support the channel. Even just hanging out in chat. You obviously must be having a good time if you're here. So I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the gifties, man. That means a lot. Gifted to Deflect 15, Heistman, Jose Taco, Spud 11, and Justin Martins. Shout out Frank the Tank. All right, now we're going to watch this. Dawnwalker. Trailer's fire. Rebel Wolves is their new studio. Dude, Rebel Wolves is a badass name for a studio, so I'm pretty excited to check this out. Carpathians, let's fucking go.
Must be here somewhere.
It's all right.
Lunka! Don't hurt her! You gave us quite the chase, young.
Please, sir. She's just a child.
Roderick, remind me, did I make an exception for children?
No, sire.
No. That would have been foolish, would it not? They spread the plague just as well as adults. And there's only one way to stamp out this sickness. No! Not just a runner, but a fighter, too. Had we met under a different moon, things might have ended there.
Oh, fuck. Oh, shit, there's a bunch of them? Is that a Mongol? We got a Mongol fucking vampire? Let's go! Damn! That bitch blew his ass up?
Lunka!
My sister. She needs help. Fast. Please, let us pass through. I beg of you. Please. Please. I don't know. How?
I am life. I am death. I am everything in between. I have been watching your little valley. Pestilence, famine, killing, blood spilled carelessly like water. Things will be different now. For all of you.
Interesting. Oh shit, we got gameplay too. Let's fucking go. We got fucking clockwork monsters and shit. Oh fuck, if that's the fucking map, I'm kind of excited. Okay. Alright, I kind of fuck with it. Interesting. So, like, seems like I like the idea that it's a different take on vampires. Like, not a majorly different take, but it seems like the vampires are the protagonists. Instead of making them, like, just inherently monsters, it's like, oh, they're, like, good monsters. It's very Witcher. It has a lot of the same vibes, the music, the setting, the cinematics and stuff very much feel like a Witcher game. It does not feel like this is an accident that this is coming out very soon and being announced so soon after The Witcher 4 was announced. I don't know. Like, it's interesting. I have a weird relationship with vampires. I like the idea. I think they can be well executed. I fucking love Blade, you know, but what's interesting is like some of the church iconography and stuff. It's like, is that supposed to be that like the inverse of like morality, that the people are bad and that the monsters are good, like I said, which is a very Witcher thing, or is it like is there something more going on here? You know, we obviously don't know what kind of vampires these are. It'll be interesting. It looks like the main character looks like they can walk between both worlds. So, I mean, the term Dawnwalker and stuff, but that part of it I think will be really interesting as well. I don't know. It looks good, you know? It looks like they put a lot of work into it. I'm excited to see the gameplay reveal. And I hope that Rebel Wolves said, hey, you know what? Fuck this Witcher bullshit. We want to make a good game and not be catering to people that aren't going to buy the game in the first place. So yeah, I'm definitely interested in checking it out. I don't know if I'm going to get it day one. This may be a game where I'll, maybe after gameplay reveal and stuff, maybe I'll be sold on it and be like, we got to play it right away. But it should be interesting, you know? Frank the Tank, by the way, he says, I love you, Mike. If I didn't like you, you'd know. Well, thank you, Frank. I appreciate that, man. Frank the Spank Bank, that's crazy. Dawn Walker sounds like a slur. It's true. Been keeping an eye on Rebel Wolves since I heard they were Witcher 3 developers that left CD Projekt Red, mostly because CD Projekt Red went woke AF. Interesting. Tom, my brother just bought me a battle-ready Ichigo Bankai katana. Really? Let me check this out. Oh, fuck. That looks fucking rad. Okay. I'll fuck with it. That's fucking rad, dude. That's exciting. Shout out to your brother, man. I came here for the cakes as Wayfair. Well, I'm not eating cake on this stream. I eat cake on the other stream. It's called Dog Walker. Oh my gosh. What was will be, what is will be no more. Interesting. A Rebel Wolves feels kind of tongue-in-cheek. Yeah. Very interesting looking. Okay, Dawn Walker looks amazing. The vampires look scary as hell. They do look scary as fuck. It looks like they're all from different places and like different regions, which is kind of cool as well. This shit is fire, says Frank the Tank. Hell yeah. Vampires of all nations, yeah. Vampire the Masquerade, there's a Mongol gangrel that can tank a meteor to the face. Karsh. Interesting. Yeah, I know the Vampire the Masquerade, the vampires get very fucking powerful in that game. Yeah, that's rad. I'm 80 hours into a Witcher 3 second playthrough now. So many similarities. Yeah, I'm actually, it's funny you mentioned that because, so I have the Witcher, I don't have the Witcher on my PC, but I have it on my Xbox. And I've actually been like wanting an RPG to get into, like on the nights where I'm taking care of my kid, because like tonight after we get done with the stream, I'll be up all night like watching her and stuff. So I'm like, you know what? I think I'm gonna get back into the fucking Witcher. So I've been playing that again just recently. I just started, so I'm only like, I don't know, 5 or 6 hours into it. But yeah, those demons did to them what chat thought the cake would do to Mike. That's wild. D-Man, what's up? Says, well, fancy meeting you all here. What are we watching? We're watching the Blood of Dawnwalker trailer done by Rebel Wolves, the studio, a bunch of developers that left CD Projekt Red. It looks like a vampire version of The Witcher. It looks fucking rad. I'm excited for it. So, hemokinesis, yeah. Will the little girl be a vampire? I wonder if that's gonna be part of the storyline. That should be interesting. Like Kirsten Dunst is an interview of the vampire. That's a good point. I wonder if there's gonna be inspiration there. If there isn't a Carpathian named Vigo, it'll be an instant 0 out of 10. I'm sure there would be some kind of reference to Vigo the Carpathian. It even sounds like they got the song for Witcher 3 theme song. The singer for the Witcher 3 theme song. Yeah, it sounded very Witcher, and in a good way, like in all the best ways. So I'm pretty excited. I need to see more gameplay, but everything else looks fucking dope. I agree, man. Ray swap blade not cool. Celluloid would be angry. That's fucking funny. A clown pill for 2 Canadian angry dollaroos. Says, ever play Vampire the Masquerade Brotherhood? I miss having a good vampire game. I have never played Vampire the Masquerade, but Disbruce, or Bloodlines, not Brotherhood, Bloodlines. I know Disbruce played it and loves that game. I have not played it. I'll have to try it at one point. As I've said on chat many times before, in the World of Darkness, I'm a werewolf player. I was introduced to werewolf first, and then I learned about Vampire the Masquerade, and I am a fucking devout werewolf player. I fucking love werewolf, the Werewolf the Apocalypse. It's one of my favorite game systems. I played in a year, just under a year and a half long game of Werewolf the Apocalypse with a group of friends during 2020. And it was such a fucking great time. It's one of my favorite stories I've ever been a part of. My friend is an excellent writer and an even better GM. I would say as good of a writer as she is a GM, excellent storyteller in general. And that game meant a lot to me. I absolutely love that game. I love that setting. And so vampires inherently have like, I have a little bit of like a prejudice against vampires and inherently because they're of the worm. But I wouldn't be opposed to playing a Vampire the Masquerade game at some point. It might be kind of fun. So, yeah. How many pronouns do you think I have? I don't know, man. I hope not any, actually. Especially being set in this time. Did you watch the video where devs explain the lore and rules of the world they created? I have not. I'll have to check that out. I thought we'd get the sister eating the brother at the end the first time I saw it. I did think that she was going to turn at first, too. Vampire claws during night, human with sword during the day. That's cool. Chaotic good vampires? Maybe. Maybe just anarchist vampires. The game director is the same as Witcher 3. Yeah, I'm excited. He likes all the sucking. That's fucking wild. Mike likes it with Vampire Sparkle. I've never seen Twilight. Never will watch it. So there's anti-vampires. Interesting. Yeah. Vampires should not sparkle. That's true. Ditch or snore, says Tom Cooper. You didn't like the gameplay? Interesting. There's probably going to be light side, dark side mechanics to give you different powers, abilities, depending on how you play. That's true. They explain more behind the scenes. I'll have to check it out. That I would love to know more about this setting. I fucking muted myself. God damn it. Going back, it's hard to say about churches, but The Witcher 3 is not so subtle anti-god elements in it, such as greedy god mission and Contra Dem. Yeah, and I was saying that like one of the things I really liked about Nosferatu was that whole section where the main character actually finds refuge in a church and they're like, he can't get you here. I always appreciate the juxtaposition or the idea that being a vampire is inherently corrupt because you're undead, and so there's like a corruption or an uncleanness there or something. I think that's an interesting like way to explore them. I don't know, just I like that kind of lore and the supernatural lore, and like because even in like werewolves are like living beings, they're not undead, and so like vampires being undead, even in Vampire the Masquerade, inherently like are of the worm, which is like the embodiment of like entropy and destruction in the world or whatever. I don't know, stuff like that fascinates me, and so I always appreciate the respect for religion when it comes to vampires and how they can interact with the world around them and the restrictions put on them by inherently being something that is not of natural life, you know. And so it would make sense that them being opposed to or being opposed by like the forces of like Christianity or God, because they're not. I think that juxtaposition is kind of cool, and that like back and forth. So here the team is inspired by Fallout 2, so it'd be very non-linear, open to diverse choices. Love it. Yeah, that's awesome. Always best to wait. 100%. I agree. Got to have a demo, but most studios won't put out demos for fear of data mining, understandably. Yeah, I think if they want to, you know, if they're waiting till summer to release gameplay and they really play their cards right, this could be really big. So you wouldn't know a vampire if it bit you in the dick. That's wild. Should never be buying a game simply based on a trailer without gameplay. The more gameplay, the better informed your decision will be. 100%, man. You know, everything, like, you know, The Witcher 3 was very glitchy on release. I remember watching my friends play it and stuff. I played it well after that, like years and years and years after it came out. I played it in like 2020, I think. 2019 or 2020 is when I played The Witcher 3 for the first time, so. Pale Horse Hitchhiker says this is the worst cake eating stream ever. I'm not doing cake eating stream. I'm doing this is Tuesday Night's Cooldown. That's wild, dude. Something of a rebel wolf myself. What would the Mongol vampire be throat singing as he goes for the throat? Maybe. That's wild. Looks good on X. Series X. I've not even finished the main game yet. Doing all the side quests and question marks. 80 hours in. Yeah, it's a big game. There's a lot going on in that game. So, yeah, man, I was stoked when he gave it to me, dude. That's a great gift. That's awesome. Twinkle says, also note the vampire leader uses I am 3 times while in a crumbling church. That being said, the webpage seems to indicate that the main character will be pulled between sides. That'd be really interesting. Nice, talk some Dawnwalker. What's up, Vatlaw? How you doing, buddy? Absolutely, man. I'm really excited for that game. Meektron, oh god. Creator, I'm pleased to tell you the cake offering for the vampires you asked for will be ready by the next blood moon. Seems oddly specific, but we know not to ask questions around here. Thank you, Meektron. I appreciate it. Sister will be the final boss. They said they're going for Grimdark. Interesting. Did you ever play the Werewolf the Apocalypse video game? I have not played that. I don't know if I want to. It looks okay, but I am a stickler for the lore, like maybe too much. And I would be extremely bummed. I was extremely bummed to see some of the liberties they took with the lore already in the game. I think Werewolf and Vampire, because they're tabletop RPGs, benefit more from deep, rich gameplay and like deep gameplay mechanics. I would play like a werewolf game if it was like a heavy RPG, like The Witcher, or like a Knights of the Republic, like a turn-based system or something like that, with the werewolf mechanics. I would love that, especially because the thing is with werewolf, you're never alone. I don't know about the werewolf game, like how much you're with packmates, but I don't think you are at all. I think you're on your own. And one of the best parts about Werewolf the Apocalypse is that werewolves come in packs. They're not just alone. There's a lot of it's interesting because in D&D and in tabletops in general, this is a little bit of a rant. We're going on a little bit of a rant. Come with me, and you'll be in a world of pure machinations. So one of the things with tabletop RPGs in general is it's very difficult, or it can be very difficult. I shouldn't say that it is very difficult inherently, but it can be very difficult for a DM who's writing a story and stuff. You have to write a story around why are these people working together as a team. You know, when you're in D&D and you have different characters, unless you are very heavily involved in the character creation, which I think all GMs should be in general. I don't necessarily agree with somebody going, hey, we're going to play D&D. And they go, okay, cool. I wrote a 6-page backstory for my character and all the things that they did and everywhere that they came from and all the stuff that they went through. And here it is. And here's my character into your game. It should be the GM says, here, we're going to play D&D. Here is the setting that we're going for. They don't necessarily need to give the entire story, but even a brief synopsis of what the story is about. And then the characters themselves are made in that world. You know, and the story itself doesn't even need to necessarily have a synopsis. But if I say we're playing, you know, we're going to play a D&D game and the world is, whether it's the actual D&D setting or Pathfinder, like it's a pre-built world, or it's a world that you're building yourself and you give some information to the players, that should inform character creation. It should not be the other way around. You know, I know some DMs do that, but whatever. Like, I don't necessarily think that character creation should dictate what the world becomes. I think that characters should be players should be beholden to what the world is and making a character within that world, or at least within the confines of what makes sense to the story. Not everybody does that. But anyway, so then the difficulty can be, how do these people work together? Because you have a dwarf from the Underdark, and you have a fucking high elf wizard from, you know, fucking a rich, wealthy city. And then you have a random wanderer, fucking Tengu, like monk. And then you have like a human farmer who's just become a fighter for the first time or whatever. And you put all those guys together, it's like, well, why are they working together? And you have to make a story reason for that. And you have to make sure that you teach your players, especially if they're new, not all players are new at this, but some people are, how to work together as a team. And that can be difficult. It can be hard to get people to work together or learn how to work together well, you know. But I say all that to say, one of the beautiful things about Werewolf the Apocalypse is because you are in a pack, or your characters are going to be in a pack, it naturally lends itself to working together as a team. That one pack member is not above the rest. Even if you're the warrior and you're the most powerful fighter, it doesn't matter, because the system doesn't just need powerful fighters. All werewolves are fighters inherently. Some are just have more edges and more abilities than others. It's like all werewolves are needed for engagement with werewolf society, how they interact with humans, all of that stuff. You know, their interaction with the spirit world, all of that jazz. And so the setting lends itself to you working as a team. And I think that that's really important for new players, especially, to learn that, because it curbs the murder hobo side of things, especially also in that setting. And I know Vampire the Masquerade had something similar. The World of Darkness has a built-in thing that says, you know, the veil should not be lifted, that you don't just run out in the middle of the daytime as a werewolf and just tear ass through things, or as a vampire and just be murdering humans in the middle of the day and stuff. And they do that because it's like, if you didn't, you disrupt the world in a way that would change the course of the way the human world works. And I like that because it does prevent players, it teaches players to be a little bit more nuanced and a little bit more cautious about how they approach things, and they approach combat and things like that. And we had to learn those things when I played Werewolf for the first time. There was a couple times where we did some stupid shit, very obviously in the middle of the day, that could have absolutely lifted the veil, so to speak, and broke the rules for the werewolf system, or for the werewolf setting or whatever. But that natural bent towards teamwork, I think, is really important, and it's a really good way to teach players how to work together, so that you outrun that murder hobo or loot goblin attitude that sometimes other players get into, where they get addicted to like getting loot all the time. So that's all they do, is run around trying to steal loot from everybody, or they kill everybody they can run into so they can steal all their shit and stuff. I'm like, you know, if you're making a game that I guess you want to do that in, whatever. But most of the time DMs don't like that. And what a problem that I have seen specifically, that a lot of players have run into, is that when you do that, and when you have players that do that, instead of it being a conversation or a way to teach your players how to be better, or how to do better, or how to act more as a team, or more as a healthy player, GMs will punish those players for doing things. So then the system becomes, the DM is dad and the players are all kids. And I got a hair in my mouth, gross. And how can I punish them for doing the wrong things? How can I make the setting hammer them so they know better? Like, you know, you run into a monster and it fucking squashes you and you fucking almost die, you know, because you got to learn you can't just kill everything in the setting. And now you start an antagonistic relationship between storyteller and player, and some people don't learn the correct lessons, and now you're dealing with a player who feels like they're not having fun, because it's like, what's the point if I'm just gonna run into shit that's gonna punish me every time I do anything, things like that. There has to be some understanding built there to make sure that everybody's having fun. And there are people that just naturally are more bent towards combat and fighting, and some people that are bent more towards social situations and all of that stuff. And there has to be a balance struck between both, I think, in order to really like make a good story that your players are contributing to and a part of. But there has to be like a conversation. In D&D, I've said this many times, I think that system and that setting naturally lends itself to a more antagonistic relationship between GM and player that I don't particularly like. I think that sometimes it lends itself towards, it is very combat oriented and very combat focused, and it is very much about GM versus players, not GM and players telling a story collectively together. That's my fucking rant about Werewolf. Mike is Team Jacob confirmed. No, fuck that. That's weird. Thank you guys for catching me being muted. I appreciate it. Oh my god, you guys are killing me, dude. Yes, very, very good rant. Oh my god, there's cake in your internet pipes. Oh my god, you guys fucking kill me, dude. This is the cutoff point where we have to pay to hear his audio. Cool story, bro. Creature of Darkness can enter a church in monster lore. Witches can't either. creatures of darkness can't enter a church in monster lore, witches can't either. Yeah, and I wonder maybe if this is because it was destroyed. You have been muted the whole time. Redo the stream from the beginning. Meek, never. The ticking clock aspect, you have 30 nights to save your family. The dangle the sister as the person you need to rescue, then turn her as a final villain. Interesting. I wonder how they do the clock then. That'll be interesting. The ticking clock aspect and how they'll manage that to make it so that the game doesn't feel too short and it doesn't feel too rushed. Interesting. True faith is amazingly powerful in World of Darkness. That's true. Lost Braves fan for 2 says, here's some money to turn on the sound mic. Oh my God, dude. It's more of a blood drinking issue, as the blood is sacred in life. Opposing death can be viewed as opposing the serpent, which is traditionally seen as the prince of death and fallen nature. That's true. Also, Mage the Ascension has an entire tradition based off of Abrahamic religion that is respectful towards belief. I did not know that. I haven't played Mage the Ascension. Mage, I think Mage was a consideration at one point after we did Werewolf. I think we were looking at Mage. Yeah, I think it was Mage that we were looking at. So people forget that the PS4 version of The Witcher 3 Enhanced Edition was actually not playable for 9 months. Yeah. I like that they kind of shorted it all up and fixed it now, though. Spiritual aspect is monumental to these kind of creatures. I remember the recent Dracula was made by the Sherlock guys that ruined it. Such heavy disrespect. Yeah, I didn't watch that, but I remember hearing about it, and I heard it wasn't super great. It's one of the things I really liked about Nosferatu is like that there was a respect to religion and stuff there that I really dug. So played The Witcher 3 4 years after release when it was fixed. Plays great, can't wait to get into the DLC. Never played them the first playthrough. I have not either. That was the other thing. I have not played Blood and Wine or Hearts of Stone, and I've heard that they're both really good and I want to play it. So Ledank said, no, I played that game and I did not like it at all. Interesting. Cajun Corey said, I'm heading to bed later, Mike and chat. Hey, Cajun, have a good night, buddy. I appreciate you. Twinkle says, I would warn all of you against getting too hyped, as the main character has a man bun and his sister could be savvy, blonde, disease-prone, sun-fearing. Just saying. So we have to be careful that savvy might be in the game. I get it. Oh boy, don't look at what 5th edition Werewolf did to the setting. It's bad. I'm a Were Horror host. I am very fucking aware of how bad 5th edition Werewolf is. There are parts of it that I was like, okay, I guess that's kind of interesting, or I can see that, but it really just feels like they took Werewolf, the Forsaken, which was like basically like furry superheroes, and they were like, ooh, what if we took Werewolf for the Forsaken, a not very good setting that really lends itself more to like fanfic writers and fanfic people, and we combined it with Werewolf? Wouldn't that be cool? Oh. And I was like, no, that sounds fucking terrible, actually. So yeah, I've heard 5th edition is not great. And they dumbed it down a lot, which is stupid to me. I'm like, you don't need to dumb it down for, yeah. I can't say burn all the witches. Burn all the witches and slam. I don't remember the actual lyrics of that song, but anyways. Vampire a lot like succubi and incubi. Well, actually, Rabnad, we don't have succubi and incubi anymore. They're separate species. A succubi can be boys and girls. At least in the new fucking D&D setting it is. It's just me, there are too many stories on TV and games about witches, overdone and old. Yeah, they're not done well. It's always a glorification. I think, I mean, that's not true. Like, there was The Last Witch Hunter, which wasn't a glorification of witches and stuff like that. And then you had like the movie Bright, which kind of made them evil as well. But yeah, I think if you don't make it interesting and you just go with like traditional stuff like that, it could be boring. But that's because like there's a lot of like fanfic people that are now writers that think like being a witch and stuff is fun. There's a bunch of self inserts of like, what if witches were the good people, and what if they did all this cool shit and stuff? And it's like, we've already had stuff like that already around here. Yeah. Wraith is especially bad in trying to have reasons for why the party is together. I've never played Wraith, but interesting. That's a good point. Blood drinking is blatantly a cultic thing, like draining the life or spirit out of someone, if not someone to sustain an odd or decaying body that lacks having a natural spirit. 100%, dude. Blood is too sacred to be consumed. It makes sense. Yeah. Werewolves and jazz. Drat, I'm late. Sorry, I did not get a notification. What is the late fee again? There's no late fee near side of Cyclops. One of these days, I'm just going to start saying stuff like, I'm going to be like, $20. You're late, $20. Drop it on the table. Just kidding. PSA, for more information on real vampires, read Vampires, The Occult Truth by Konstantinos or consult your local esoteric library. There you go. My Creative Arsenal says, gotta go. Have a good night, y'all. Hey, thank you so much, My Creative Arsenal. Appreciate you being here, man. In the game, you play as a no pack having ass. Stay away from it unless you make it a grift goal. $1,000 in super chats, and we'll get to see you rage while playing. I will play Werewolf, the new Werewolf game for like $1,000 in super chats. Yeah, I would do that. We'd do like a Werewolf stream, and if you guys don't meet that goal, then we won't play it or some shit. I don't know. I do not want to play something that breaks the lore as bad as that game did. Unrelated, but in Star Wars, the music they were playing in the cantina is canonically called Jizz. I remember that. The players were called Jizz Whalers. Yep, Jizz, man. I'm just going to pretend that I know what Mike is talking about, says the Forgotten Man. That's okay. What's an example of a game like that, Epic Mike? I don't remember. Twinkles and Chilla says, pulls out basement window and starts letting out workers while Mike yaps. They won't get past the dogs. So whatever Mike's talking about, I disagree. That's crazy. Beardo wants the last piece of your cake. That's too bad he can't have it. You're like a furry little Jim Caviezel. That's funny. You have to play the Song of Time on your ocarina to turn time back 3 days. That's actually funny. Meektron says, stop that chinchilla. So the chinchilla and Meektron are going to have to throw down now, I guess. Boss Hog over on Kick posted GIF of boobies. Thank you, Boss Hog. Boss Hog. I still need players for my game starting in March. Dude, if I had time to play it, I would. I can't. I don't have fucking time. I just so fucking busy. 1,000 Meek bucks to the one who brings the chinchilla in alive. Yeah, we're apparently hunting down Twinkles now because Twinkles is trying to rescue my not slave labor that I have in my basement. Radio Chimp says, hail to all. What's going on, Radio Chimp? Brandon Kitchen says, just subscribed to your first time watching your streams. Watch Geeks and Gamers for a year. Well, thank you, Brandon. I appreciate you being here, man. Both expansions are great, which is why I don't understand why Phantom Liberty was so damn boring. Yeah, I mean, Phantom Liberty was slow. You know, I think that they had a bigger idea in mind and just didn't follow through with it. You know, I've heard Marvel Rivals is fun. My main is Wolverine. I've heard Marvel Rivals is a lot of fun. I've only played it a little bit. I have to play it a lot more. And I haven't played it on stream yet because I'm still trying to get used to the game. So I'm so excited for Blood of the Dawn Walker. Yeah, it looks awesome. It really does. Sneaks up behind Twinkles and just catches. Gotcha. Won't be causing any more problems, will we? Oh my god, dude. Zero Gun Rivals Rivale says the Witcher 3 DLC is much better than the base game. Gameplay wise, the base combat is way too easy because you can juggle enemies and bosses get samey. The DLC improves on everything. Interesting. Well, that makes me really excited to play it. For Affinity got hold of it. Slam in the back of my Micula. I respect that. Creator, what shall I do with this creature? Let him go. I don't know. Fucking hell. Forsaken put a lot of emphasis on pack. I really like. Lore may be mid, but the mechanics are solid. See, I haven't played the lore in Forsaken, or the mechanics in Forsaken. I've just seen the lore, and I fucking hate the lore in Forsaken so much. So fucking much. Oh, God. Reading about the setting in Forsaken, I was like, what is this trash, bro? Brandon Kitchen says, what I've always heard from vampire lore is if you drink vampire blood without being bit, you become a thrall, temporary superhuman healing and powers. Yeah. If I was ever in a setting where there was like vampires, I would be a vampire hunter every time. Midnight Light says, just finished the last episode of Skeleton Crew on Disney. So disappointing, such a terrible ending, waste of a show. That's really sad, Midnight Light. That would be a hilarious bit if there were woke succubi and incubi, none of them would be able to survive because their egos and attitudes would make them repulsive to everyone, right? Oh my god, dude. Forsaken works best if you use the shield as an inspiration for your game. Interesting. We need a bucket of chicken? What do you guys mean?
Chicken grease.
Meek, you were mentioning F&T time step 3340. Yeah, I saw that. I like being compared to a giant fat black lesbian that's failing at her job. It was pretty good. A bigger idea in mind and didn't follow through with basically what you could say about the entire CP77 game. Yeah. Soy Cubi, that's funny. Rough Night for Shame. You're not enemy of the Meek Viet state. Oh my god, dude. This is fucking wild. There's a bunch of lore breaking out in my chat. Forsaken has no set lore, only stories that could be lacking a real foundation, but making it very playable to build how you want. Interesting. Maz's mom for 5. How you doing, Maz's mom? Oi, Mike, what will it take for you to stop making Mazza call you Mr. Ball Johnson when you're both wrestling? There's nothing that can change that. That's my name. That's my name. Cool game of vampire themes, and it was Code Vein. I played some of it back in October. It's basically if it was a post-apocalyptic game where everyone is a vampire and they fight for survival. Interesting. Sissy just punched a wall again. Yeah, that's true. Wife of Comics Dad says, hey, Mike, hope you're well. Hope you're feeling okay after all that cake. I am doing very well after the cake. We're surviving. We're out here thriving, in fact. So, all right. We have a couple more topics to get through. And then we're going to call it. We're at the half an hour or 1 hour, half 30 mark. We usually go about 2 hours. So we're going to blow through topics. Insert blowing joke here. Comments that says, Meek, sorry I'm late, man. I had to stream Titanfall 2 before Jeremy dies. How are you, man? Oh, dude, you're good, man. Don't worry about it. You never have to apologize for being late. We're doing good. We're having a good time. Come on, play the whole. All right, fine. Resident Evil game 3 win very soon. I am so fucking behind on games I have to play. Let me see here. I am so fucking behind on games I have to play. All right, I'll do this while I'm I'll drink some water and shit like that. All right, Sissy, listen, I got you. You guys have been awesome. I appreciate all the support, all the donations, all the conversations. So you know what? Just for you, you guys know the drill. All right, and this is for Sissy, and this is for all of you.
Chicken grits in my soul. That's how I roll. KFC, baby. It's my favorite. Oh, give me that bucket. I said, give me that bucket. I think, give me that bucket. I think the licking chicken. From Kentucky to the bayou. The flavor's so right. That secret recipe keeps me up all night. Gotta have that punch, that wonderful spice. KFC, baby, it's a chicken paradise. Fried and crispy, can't resist me. KFC, a southern mystery project chicken. Finger licking, come and get it. That clock is ticking. Fried and crispy, don't you miss me. KFC, you're making history. Let's get lost. Oh, keep the coast low. KFC is the gravy got. Oh. Give me that bucket. I said, give me that bucket. Give me that bucket. Oh, give me that bucket. I said, give me that bucket. Give me that bucket. Oh, give me that bucket.
Well, there you go. Sissy, I told you I had you. You never have to worry. I'm not going to just leave you hanging. There we go. Give me that bucket. What do you want? That bucket. That's absolutely true. What's your prediction on Dawn Walker? Why do the vampires care that the kingdom is failing? Is it simply them wanting food source not to fail or something else? I'm sure it'll be something else. I don't know though. I really don't know what the angle is on this one. I'll have to read more about it. So, finger licking clock is ticking, right? Yeah, well, also I saw, wife of Comics Dad, she overdid it the last few days and now she's paying the price. Well, I hope she keeps recovering. I hope she's able to rest. Take it easy. Just take it easy, wife of Comics Dad. Don't overdo it. You know, you want to push yourself to get better, but you don't want to push yourself too hard and then have a setback. So, so I'm not going to watch this trailer, but I'm going to talk about this real quick. This is a really weird trend. It's only two movies so far, but, Epic Mike's Secret Bakery for 5. This is right on schedule, Mr. Meek, but we're running low on the powdered sugar. Just use crack instead. So Netflix has a movie coming out. Well, they have 2 movies coming out. One of which is with Amy Schumer. I don't know why the fuck that people keep pushing Amy Schumer and things, but she has a movie coming out where she's pretending she's pregnant or some shit, and where she's pretending to be pregnant, and that's like the whole fucking angle is like she's pretending to be pregnant for her friends or some bullshit like that. I don't fucking know. I didn't watch the trailer because Amy Schumer and I literally don't give a shit. So then there's another movie they just announced also that's coming out on Netflix with Caitlin Dever, who she's going to be getting a big push here in a little bit. She's going to be Big Papa Pump Abby in The Last of Us 2. She's also just kind of getting a big push in general right now with acting. I learned of her and watched her when she was on Justified. She was started out like as a young child actress on Justified. She was a really interesting character on that show, and then she eventually went on to be on Last Man Standing, and she was a cool character in that, and now she's kind of doing her own thing. That's awesome. Well, she's doing a movie right now with Netflix, where she's being a character who pretends to have like life-threatening cancer or something. Is what I understood, was that they were faking having cancer. And I just thought it was really weird. I'm like, who at Netflix was like, yo, we greenlit 2 different projects, and both of them have to do with a character faking like having a one having a baby or having like a life-threatening medical condition. I don't know why they think that that's like a thing now. I don't understand why everybody's like, why they would greenlight 2 of those things so close to each other. I don't get it. It's really fucking weird. I don't understand what they're trying to do there with that. So it's just like a weird thing. I was gonna watch the trailer for it, and honestly, I'm just not that interested. I just think it's weird that they have 2 separate movies about women lying about having some kind of medical condition to their friends for some fucking God knows what reason. It's really fucking weird. So it's a movie about Boogie. Yeah. So Boogie's life story, right? She had a huge 100-yard tall billboard for her stand-up show when I went to Vegas, and saying how much help she gets from the industry. Yeah, it's weird. She is pushed more fucking Amy Schumer is pushed so fucking hard in the comedy industry. I don't understand it. And it's like on multiple occasions she has been they have talked about how much she is not liked in the comedy industry. Like, other comedians don't like her. She's been proven to steal jokes, which is like fucking like immediate like cancer for your career. If you're known to be stealing jokes, look at fucking Carlos Mencia when they figured out he was stealing jokes. He had his own fucking TV show for a little while, and they just buried his ass because of that kind of stuff. Stealing jokes is like the lowest of the fucking low. So not only is she getting pushed, not only is her comedy not particularly funny at all. In fact, I would argue to say is not funny at all. But then she's also stealing people's jokes. And it's like, at what point, like, why are you giving this bitch stuff to do? Why are you putting her on television? Why are you putting her in movies? I don't understand it. Like, especially if the whole shtick is she's supposed to be like a funny, like, overweight lady that talks about her vagina all the time. I'm like, you have fucking Rebel Wilson right there. Like, Rebel Wilson, I don't think is particularly funny in anything either, but I think she's a better talent than Amy Schumer is. If I had to pick with a gun to my head, I would pick fucking Rebel Wilson every fucking time. Although Rebel Wilson lost a bunch of weight and is skinny now, so I don't know what that's going to do for her career. But, like, I don't know, man. Dane Cook got kicked out. Yeah, Dane Cook got caught stealing jokes. Fucking threw his career off the fucking cliff, too. That what guy was, literally when I was growing up, Dane Cook was, like, the biggest fucking comedian in the world. And then they found out he was stealing jokes, and we're like, get the fuck out of here, man. Like, it's related to Chuck Schumer, the politician? I don't know, maybe? She's related to her, so yeah, that might be why. Who knows? And yes, I know that Rebel Wilson isn't fat anymore, but like, she is funny in some things. I liked in the Pitch Perfect movies, like, she did one with Anne Hathaway. They did Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, and I think I watched that one. No, I didn't watch Dirty Rotten Scoundrels. They did a movie where she was in a, she was in like it was like a Valentine's Day movie or some shit, where she like got stuck in like a rom-com, but it was like PG-13 and shit. I watched that and I thought it was kind of funny. Like, there was some funny stuff. I just don't understand the whole hype behind Amy Schumer. It doesn't make any sense at all. So I don't fucking know, but she's Chuck Schumer's husband in real life. I knew Dane Cook was too good to be a good comedian. He has some stuff that he's done, but he got really heavily pushed too. A big thing with him, first of all, he's got some weird shit going on in his personal life. And I'm like, fucking whatever. I wasn't that invested in the first place. But a big thing that happened with Dane Cook too was he made all of this fucking money, and apparently his brother was his manager, and his brother was stealing money from him. Like, if I remember correctly, like a lot of fucking money from him. Like, and like, I think I don't know if he's broke now, but he certainly doesn't have as much, like, they stole a lot of his fucking money. Now, if I remember correctly too, his dad, or not his dad, his brother, like, moved or some shit, like, to a different country to, like, get away from him or something like that, or to get away from it. But yeah, Dane Cook was also one of those ones that was, like, really heavily pushed in the comedy scene for a while. And I don't understand that either, but let me see here. Where he got fucking, yeah, Joe Rogan was the one that said he stole one of his jokes. Yeah. And apparently they put that all behind him and they were good and everything like that. But yeah, his half brother, it was his half brother, served as his business manager, and Dane discovered that his half brother and his wife had embezzled $12 million from him. They were charged with embezzlement and larceny in 2010 and pled guilty. He was sentenced, his half brother was sentenced to 6 years in prison, 16 years of probation, and his wife was sentenced to 3 years in prison and 13 years of probation. And they were both ordered to pay restitution to Cook. Well, he's never going to see any of that money, like, ever. But anyways, yeah, but that's fucking wild, man. Like, $12 million embezzled from your brother-in-law. That's crazy. Yes, Dane Cook was also recently married to a woman considerably younger than him, and she was underage when they met. Yes, that's what I was saying. That was like some weird fucking shit. I'm like, ugh. Not that I gave that much of a shit about Dane Cook, but yeah, that stuff's kind of gross. Oh, the woman from It's Always Sunny is getting pushed hard right now. You know, stop ads from her new show about a single mom. See, I can see that though. Like, I can see why, you know, like, because she's got like a body of work and she's funny. You know, so I could see why you'd push that. And she's also married to Mac. So I can see that, but you know, that kind of a push to me is like, okay, she's funny. Caitlin Olsen, she's funny. And I like her character and It's Always Sunny. She's been around a long time and she's proven that she does have some comedic chops. So you can see like pushing somebody like that. It's like Amy Schumer. I'm like, where the fuck did you even come from? I just don't understand. What happened to Melissa McCarthy? I don't know what happened to her either. You know? And there's actually like a whole thing in the industry. They talk about this a lot, where like you being like fat and like you're being like the funny fat person and like you lose weight. Rarely does the funny fat person lose weight and then continue to get work. It's like they kind of want you to be the funny fat person forever. You know, and then there's like the exception of like Chris Pratt, who's the funny fat guy for a little while. Then he lost all that weight and he became like a star. But I would argue, as much as I like Chris Pratt as an actor or whatever, and like he's a good father and all that shit like that, Chris Pratt's had a really, really fucking heavy push in Hollywood as well. It's been in a lot of shit, and there's stuff I really like him in. I like him as Star-Lord. I liked him in The Terminal List. I look forward to seeing more of him in that kind of stuff, but it's also kind of like, he gets pretty heavily pushed. I don't know why the fuck he was the voice in Garfield. That movie, like, there was no reason for that. So yeah. What happened to Ben? Ben's just been really fucking busy right now. So Rob McClaney, thank you. What happened to Jonah Hill? Jonah Hill lost a bunch of weight and got fucking lost a bunch of weight and then like stopped getting movie roles, I think. So I think he's doing producing now. But yeah, if you didn't know, Jonah Hill got like fucking jacked. Let's see if I can find him now. And so they just were like, oh, now that you lost a ton of weight and stuff, you're not like funny anymore. So like no more like being in movies and shit. Let Well, he got jacked for a second there, and now it looks like he just like lost all that fucking muscle weight, and now he's just this. He looks like a fucking like homeless guy from like California that's like gonna offer to suck your dick for money. Yeah, that's him now. He actually looks like he's supposed to be wearing, he's gonna hold up a fucking sign that says the end is nigh. Like, that's kind of wild, dude. Like, that doesn't even look like Jonah Hill anymore. That looks like a guy that murdered Jonah Hill and stole his face and put it on his face. Like, oof. Jonah Hill has a huge head when he got skinny. That's true. Probably got to push because they kicked out so many other people with talent, so very few talented people remain. That's fair. Mazda says, Mike, you stink, bro. Bro, you don't even have fucking shoes. I don't want to hear it from you. I don't want to fucking hear it from you, so... Ben tried competing with Mike during his cake eating stream with a queso eating stream. Yeah, and he couldn't survive. How's your working out going? It's going well. We're getting back to it now, Anthony. You know, after the fucking cake stream that I did, yeah, we're getting back to it. But it's going well, man. We're just getting back on the horse. Demetrius Russ says, how's your stomach doing from the cake? It's going good. It's not, I really legitimately had very little trouble with the cake. Like afterwards, I was sick as fuck during the stream and had to stop, but once I got done with that and I slept the next day, I was good. So all right, there's a couple things I do want to talk about real quick that I thought was interesting, that I wanted to check out and hear you guys' thoughts on. This is fucking crazy. Listen, I am really not a fucking fan of Sony right now. I think they're actually like doing a lot of like negative, right? Like for the like Sony just likes to throw shit at the wall and see what sticks, and so they'll just run shit into the ground. Obviously, you know, we talked recently about how they were the reason that Tom Holland never appeared in any of the Spider-Man movies, or like the Spider-Verse movies or whatever, because they're like, oh, it might confuse people, but like instead of just bringing in a different Spider-Man like for their universe or whatever, they just didn't do it at all. And it was like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Well, this year, we have a list of projects that were announced that are supposed to be coming out this year. We'll see if some of them actually do. My guess is that a lot of these projects are going to get pushed back to a different time or a different year or something like that. But we got a list of projects that are supposed to be coming out this year, supposedly, and we'll see. Let me make sure that I got the list correctly. All right. Bo. This is a fucking wild list. So we're supposed to be getting Spider-Man 4. Obviously, that's not happening. We're supposed to be getting maybe these aren't all supposed to come out in 2025, but they're announced, and I think that some of these are supposed to be coming out. But this just literally looks like a list of bad Sony ideas that they just said, just fucking greenlight it and get it out there. So we have Spider-Man 4 with Tom Holland's Spider-Man, which, I mean, that should be interesting, I guess. We'll see what they try to do with it. My guess is they're not going to be able to resist going back to the MCU bullshit. So instead of getting a standalone Spider-Man movie where he actually gets to like show off his chops as Spider-Man and not just as the Iron Spider or mini Iron Man, it's gonna try to tie into the MCU in some way. We have Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse. That bitch ain't coming out for a long time. That bitch is probably not coming out till 2028. We got Spider-Man Noir. Now, we do know that they're filming this. We've got some behind-the-scenes screenshots of this, and set like photos of this. And Nicolas Cage is Spider-Man Noir, so that should be interesting. Apparently, they have a Spider-Woman movie coming out. I'm like, what the fuck? But like, dude, look at Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse, Spider-Man Noir, the Spider-Woman, Ghost of Tsushima live action film, okay, Ghost of Tsushima anime, okay, fucking Helldivers live action movie, Horizon Zero Dawn live action, Miles Morales live action film. We've got a fucking God of War project, but we don't know if it's going to be a movie or a TV show. Got Days Gone. The forever in development hell Metal Gear film that's supposed to be coming out either this year or next year. They're making it Uncharted 2. I'm guessing with Tom Holland. Why you make it 2 after the first one was absolute dog shit is beyond me, but apparently whatever. You got The Last of Us Season 2 coming out. Twisted Metal Season 2. I have not watched Twisted Metal season 1, but I have been told by a lot of people that have watched Twisted Metal that it was actually pretty fucking good and they actually enjoyed it. So I guess we'll fucking see with that. Then holy shit, we've got The Boys season 5, Gen V season 2, The Boys Vought Rising, The Boys Mexico. This looks like a fucking joke. Like, what the fuck is this? This is wild shit, bro. Like, what the fuck? And I think these are actually supposed to be series, movies and TV shows. But like, dude, what the fuck are all the Boys spinoffs? They're like, the main show's getting canceled. Whatever. We've got Blade Runner 2099. We'll see what that fucking adds up to. A Ghostbusters animated series. Vince Gilligan upcoming sci-fi series we know nothing about. 28 years later, it's one of the only ones that I've heard about that looks somewhat interesting. We got a Ghostbusters 5 after Ghostbusters fucking Frozen Kingdom was absolute dog shit. Then we got the Equalizer 4 and 5. The Equalizer movies are good. Jumanji 4, that was an inevitable thing that they're going to do another Jumanji movie. My guess is it's going to have The Rock and Kevin Hart and Jack Black and all those guys in it. It would be nice to see them go in a different direction instead, but whatever. We got a Street Fighter movie, a Beatles biopic, La Bamba, another Gendy Tartakovsky project coming out. That's actually exciting. Gendy is a fucking legend when it comes to animation, and he makes great shows. If you have not watched Samurai Jack, do yourself a favor and watch all of Samurai Jack. It is so fucking good. A One Punch Man, I think that's season 3 of One Punch Man. And Until Dawn, which I heard was not a very good adaptation. A Legend of Zelda movie, Karate Kid Legends, which we watched a trailer for that looks interesting. I don't know if Denis Villeneuve is actually doing a Cleopatra project before he does Dune Messiah. I would be surprised if he actually did. A Shadow Colossus movie, Cobra Kai, final season part 3, and then Anaconda. It just feels like Sony doesn't know what the fuck they're doing, and they're just throwing shit at the wall. They're just throwing shit at the wall and going, man, I just sure hope somebody fucking watches this. Nissan for 5. Says, oh, hell no. They're doing Gravity Rush after they close Japan Studios. GTO Sony. Yeah, fuck Sony, man. I thought the Equalizer series was finished. No, they announced that they were going to do more. I think he said they're doing it back to back though. Spider Noir could be interesting with Cage. Cage is the only reason that I'm interested in Spider-Man Noir. Nicolas Cage is the only fucking reason that I'm interested. Because I do think that he's gonna put his best foot forward. So, I'll only watch Street Fighter if Jean-Claude Van Damme reprises his role. Yeah, that would actually be pretty good. I would be okay with that actually. Yep. So yeah, dude, I don't understand what they're doing with this list. It's really fucking weird.
We would be honored.
It just kind of feels like they're just throwing shit at the wall and hoping something sticks. Oh, shout out Drunk 3PO in the chat. Mike is mad at me. I'm not mad at you. I've never been mad at you. I don't think I've ever been mad at you in my entire life, Drunk 3PO. I don't think I could be mad at you. What's going on, Jay? How you doing, buddy? So we got that coming out. We also got another list of movies coming out that are for sure coming out in 2025, unless of course they get delayed. This is a whole nother thing. So I think that last list was like things maybe not 2025, but then have been announced as for sure projects. Now a lot of these projects already on this list we already know about and we've talked about. You know, there's a lot of anticipation for things. But some of them I'm kind of surprised about or forgot or didn't realize were going to be this year. This was another list that I saw. We got like Captain America. We got the Thunderbolts. We knew about those fucking projects. My Anaconda don't want none of these movies. That's fucking funny. My Nerdy Home for 2. Oh, Steph. Just paying my weekly fee. There's no weekly fee. That's not a thing. It's not a fucking thing. There's no weekly fee. Don't worry, Jay. Mike isn't mad at you. Jay's just here over my tiny little channel with not 100,000 subscribers, just hanging out, I guess, you know. Yeah, but like, so, you know, this is 2025. A lot of this, like the Captain America movie, nobody's excited for Thunderbolts. Superman is very up in the air. We don't know for sure. I was surprised that they're doing a Paddington 3. The Paddington movies have been good. I like Paddington 1 and 2. They're very fun, passable films. We're getting Jurassic World Rebirth, which I'm hearing rumors that they actually are doing the human dinosaur hybrid, and I'm kind of excited about that. Mike's Afro looks like a weeping willow tree. I paid $2, so I can say that. You didn't have to pay anything. And Drunk doesn't have to pay a fee. There's no fee. But yes, they're doing a Saw 11. Those were some of the surprises on this list. Like fucking Insidious 6. It's like, what? How many of these? I didn't realize that. They're doing a Now You See Me 3. I haven't even seen the second movie, let alone that they're going to do a third movie. And it's like, what is the twist now? Like, I guess I could see them doing something where like it's like a new universe, where like all these like different fucking magicians and they're all doing weird stuff. But I'm like, where do you go with Now You See Me? Like, huh? I just don't understand. I don't know. But they're doing a Peaky Blinders movie. I've heard that they said that the show's actually not technically done, that they're going to do more with it. They did announce a Naked Gun film. I don't really have my hopes high for this. I know that Ed Helms, I think, is supposed to be the main guy in it now. But that doesn't really get my hopes up. I've talked before, Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein is actually really high on my list. I'm really excited to check this out. They're doing a new Predator film. I didn't know about that. It's not Saw 11, it's Saw times 1. Thank you for the $2, Clown Bill. The 2 Canadian dollars. And then Epic Mike Secret Baker for thank you for 2. Says Jay, he's got us down here saying help. Jay cannot help you. There's no help for you. Jay doesn't even know where you guys are. There's the Looney Tunes movie, which I'm kind of excited about. The Day the Earth Blew Up. I would love to get a good Looney Tunes film again. Freakier Friday. I don't know why they would do this. I know they're bringing back Lindsay Lohan and Jamie Lee Curtis, but I'm like, who the fuck wants this? But yeah, so the Michael biopic's coming out this year. I don't know how I feel about that. They got another fucking SpongeBob movie. Congratulations. This one was interesting because I haven't heard anything about this. A Kendrick Lamar and South Park creators comedy. I don't know what I think about that. That seems really odd. We got the new Knives Out movie coming. So like, I don't know, man. You know, I'm definitely excited for some of the things on this list. Tron Ares, I'm not excited about. I'm like, why do you guys keep fucking giving Jared Leto movies? Like he's a good actor in some things, but overall, I don't want to see him in everything, and I don't understand why they keep pushing Jared Leto and everything. Speaking of pushed actors, like he's not like he isn't talented and he hasn't done some good movies, but it just feels like putting him in everything just feels very unnecessary. So, Nissan for 5 says, I won't speak for everyone, but I'm not going to watch anything on this list. This list is insulting remakes and shit nobody asked for. I mean, you're not wrong, man. I very much understand people not being excited. I'm looking forward to the Mission Impossible movies, to be honest. It's Tom Cruise. I enjoy the Mission Impossible franchise. It's over time gotten better than it should be. If Mike directed Anaconda, the snake would have an afro. That's actually probably true. I'm going to be honest. Yeah. There's Elio, which is the new Pixar movie. After watching Inside Out 2, I'm kind of like hoping that Pixar is going back to form and getting back to form and actually making good stuff again. I really liked Inside Out 2, so maybe part of me is holding out hope for Elio, especially if it's a movie like that actually is more like in the genre of like catering to like boys. It feels like they've been making a lot of films that are like catered to like young girls and stuff. And it's like, okay, cool, man. But like, they're not the only people that like go and watch movies. You know, it's like, there's a reason that like Sonic is doing so well. The other one that I'm actually really, looking forward to as well. Fuck, where did it go? Nobody 2. I mean, I know it's fucking Nobody, like, you know, but it's not going to be John Wick. It's like it's Bob Odenkirk. It's like the cheap man's John Wick in a way, but I liked Nobody. I thought it was funny. I thought it was entertaining. I'll watch a sequel to Nobody, just especially to see this guy's life continue to like change and blow up, and watching Bob Odenkirk be kind of a badass is kind of fun. I enjoyed it for what it was. Meek Gary said Sony gave permission to use Savage Hulk and the Punisher for Spider-Man 4. That doesn't make me excited though. Like, cause I've already feel like they've fucked them up so bad. They're just gonna like, I don't know. We'll see. I guess we'll see. But, all right, guys, I'm gonna. How long are your stream going for? Hypno's talking about calling it short, seeing if he'll shoot a raid party over here. I'm actually going to be calling it really soon here because I only go about 2 hours on Tuesday nights. So this last thing though, I'm going to get made fun of, and I know Steph will be happy about this. Guys, I'm actually looking forward to Wicked 2. I'm actually looking forward to Wicked Part 2. I liked Wicked. I liked Wicked. It was good. It was a good movie. It was entertaining. I liked Wicked. The songs were good. I don't like musicals, and I liked Wicked. It was pretty good. Jeremy and Ryan liked Wicked too. Okay? I don't know what that says about all three of us, but I'm saying the fact is, like, all three of us like those movies. I liked Wicked. It was good. It was actually like really fucking solid. The music was good. The set pieces were good. I actually laughed multiple times in the film. Guys, I know it's crazy. Okay? I get it. Okay? I fucking get it, but I'm telling you guys, Wicked was good. I reviewed it on Criticless. Okay? I'm gonna show you guys. I gave it an 85. I gave it an 85 over on Criticless. I'm not a musical fan, but I can recognize when somebody's done a great job of adapting a project. Wicked is one of the better examples of how to adapt a stage musical to film, expertly blending the intimacy of stage and the imagination of film. I was surprised at how good a time I had watching this, and I am very much looking forward to part 2. I get it! Okay, I get it! Alright? But I liked it. It was good. I didn't watch it because I don't like movies with color people. That's fair. The stream got really gay all of a sudden. Listen, I know you guys were going to say that. I get it, okay? But it was good. It was enjoyable. I'm taking my like back then, super gay. Don't take your like back. It was a good movie. I hate the idea of Wicked. It's a fanfic bullshit that doesn't make sense with the world of Oz. Listen, I'm just saying it was entertaining and I didn't expect to like it as much as I did, okay? I went and saw it with Lady Epic. I went and saw it for her sake, and I watched it, and I was like, fuck, this is actually pretty good. All right? It was funny. I enjoyed it. The jokes were funny. Ariana Grande kind of slapped as Glinda.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Guys, it's not gay, I'm telling you. It's not! It's not gay! Do the final yell? You mean from Wicked? I can't sing that shit. Yes, Ariana Grande and the other fucking chick that did Alphaba, they need to eat some fucking food, okay? Now we have to unsubscribe. Don't do that. Should have just said next month so nobody can hate on you. You should have said this next month so nobody can hate on you. That's fucking wild. Using Black History Month to protect myself. I don't know what to say, Mike. No, seriously, you're entitled to your own opinion. I don't know how to roast you. Error. Why was their interview so retarded? Listen, the marketing for this movie was dog shit. Some of the worst marketing I have ever seen for a film. Somebody should have just told Ariana and Cynthia Erivo, that's her name, to fucking to stop fucking marketing this film. They should have sent out they should have sent out Indina Menzel and Kristen Chenoweth to market this film. They needed to fucking eat some sandwiches. All of it was fucking crazy. The marketing is dog shit, but the movie is so much better than any of these weird ass fucking interviews that they did. I don't understand what they were thinking. Justin Martins for 5 says, If Netflix doesn't come through with a race swap version of Shaft, with the Epic Verse do one starring Ryan Kendall, I need this in my life. I'll see what we can do. That's not a terrible idea, actually. Like a white Shaft. I'll see what I can do. A lot of people calling me gay. Just G for 2 says Raw was better than last week. Stares at Steph. Well, I know it was my fault. Everybody was just busy on Monday, and we just didn't get a chance to get the stream off the ground. I wanted to, but we all wanted to. We just busy. It was just a lot of shit going on, and with Jeremy being sick, and I had a bunch of shit going on and stuff like that. It's like it would have been one person. So, Mike, let's dance through life. Stop. What are you trying to do to me? I was gonna sub because I support the fellowship, but 85, I'm out. Oh, Coop. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. White shafts are better than black shafts. I'm like, I never said that. I heard they were gonna eat some cake to bulk up, but someone bought the last one. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm not gonna unsub Mike, just playing, bro. Well, I appreciate that, but the thing, Cynthia Erivo was a standout for me. Ariana Grande just copied Kristen Chenoweth. Yeah, but the hair flips, Steph. The hair flips fucking killed me every time. I thought she did a great job, but yeah, Cynthia Erivo did a very good job in that movie. I thought she sang great. She sounded awesome. I love that the live action, like that they actually sang live on set instead of doing it in a studio. It made the production sound better. The sound stages and the way that they break the musicals down are like, okay, this is a set piece. They're going to do their musical. They're going to do their songs. And then we're going to move into the rest of the world. So it's expansive and big when it needs to be. And then it's very stage musical when it needs to be. And I think they do a great blend of both. Like I said, it was entertaining, but Cynthia Erivo would be a terrible Storm, a terrible fucking Storm. I really hope that they do not think that that's a good idea and go with that. There are a lot of other actresses out there right now that could do Storm. Obviously the one that everybody has said and agreed on, which is a huge bummer because she's too old to do it now. Angela Bassett is the biggest missed opportunity for Storm ever, because she is what now, 66? They could have even if they had cast her like 10 years earlier, she probably could have still done it. But Angela Bassett would have been, young Angela Bassett would have fucking killed as Storm. She would have been so good. Follows a culvert hoping for a happier, straighter place. Well, good job, Twinkles. It's going to lead you right back here. You should watch Ben Shapiro's review of Wicked. It's actually really solid. My favorite review of Wicked. Interesting. Not allowing fans to wear green makeup to the theater was wild. Do they not allow fans to wear green makeup? Really? Sydney Sweeney would make a great Storm. I would not complain about seeing her in that costume. Let me see here. Dude, I'm getting fucking roasted by chat. I get it. Oh my God, you guys are killing me right now. Ryan was in the Navy and Jeremy is a homosexual man. I know, I get it. Epic Mike, please tell me you went on a date with the wife. Yeah, I said that. I went and saw that with Lady Epic, but I still saw the movie. It was still good. So you tried to tuck it between your legs and dance, huh? I wish I had Goodbye Horses right now as a sound alert. Goodbye Horses. Creator, I just wanted to ask about the last order you gave me, making it mandatory to watch Wicked. Seems a bit extreme, but we're on our way to the theater post hence. I didn't give you any order, dude. Dude, that's crazy, dude. That's crazy. I'd rather get a new actor playing Storm. Yeah, I just don't want them to do young Storm. I think that's played out. They need to do somebody like in their like mid-30s or something like that. There's a lot of really fucking great actresses that could pull that off. And while that's happening, Jose Taco, that's fucking hilarious. I want to share this. It'll be the last thing I share, and then I am going to call it. There was a couple other topics, but we'll get to them later. There's always more stuff to talk about. Yeah, Yeah, this is sent to me by Jose Taco. He was scrolling through his timeline and this popped up. It's fucking wild. I guess I'm Storm, guys. I guess I'm the new Storm. I win. It's not gay. Stop. Anyways, it's fucking wild, dude. What age Storm we're talking about? Like I said, I think we need to watch. I think they need to be like in their 30s. We need to. I don't want to do a young Storm. I don't want young X-Men. I think like fully adult X-Men would be the way to go. And I just think that they have botched Storm horribly. I know this is not a popular take. With the exception of the first one, she did okay. Halle Berry was good as Storm for the most part in the first movie, but they really underutilized her, and she got worse every movie from then on. It was like all they had to do with her was like make her shoot lightning at shit. And Storm is like literally an Omega level mutant. She's one of the most powerful mutants on the X-Men team. And like, dude, I just hide that pick from Az. It's wild, dude. We just need a good fucking Storm, and Halle Berry wasn't it. But anyways, so yeah, guys, I think that's gonna be it. Listen, I'm getting called gay. I get it. Okay, I liked Wicked. It's a little gay for people to think that I like Wicked, but you know what? I can't change the fact that it was good. I had a good time with it. Okay. And you know what? If that's the case, and me being gay means that I get to play Storm in a movie, I would say that that's a win. I'd say that I win here. Okay? Just saying. So, all right. That is going to be it for me, though. I'm going to see who is live right now. I still don't know how to fucking raid anybody on this stupid fucking app. But there's a couple people. Hypnotic is live. I think he's going to end. You can go check out Moonskull. They're live right now doing a tabletop stream. Yeah, you can go show them some love. War Wizard for 199 says, goodbye horses flying over you. I'd fuck me. Would you fuck me? Anyways, fucking hell, dude, that was bad. And then Ryan Soleil says Storm and Marvel Ultimate Alliance was the best. That is true. Storm and Marvel Ultimate Alliance, and then I think you could play her in the X-Men, the 2 X-Men games as well. Yeah, Storm was fucking rad, dude. She was awesome. So guys, I appreciate the hell out of y'all. Go show some love to different people. Go out there, find somebody to stream with. Watch their stream. But I appreciate the hell out of you guys. And we'll be streaming hopefully tomorrow as well. I'm not sure exactly what time yet. And then very soon here, we're going to be doing Amnesia Dark Descent. I was going to try to get to it a lot earlier, but I've just been so busy with life shit. But I appreciate you guys so much. Have a good rest of your night. Go check out Wicked so that I feel justified when you watch it and you actually have a good time with it. And yeah, that's going to be it for me. Take it easy. Later.